and welcome to the WHYcast, episode 36. I'm Nancy.
Hi, Matt.
And we are the hosts of the only podcast about a hacker camp in the universe. This volunteer-run event will take place this year in the Netherlands, approximately 42 kilometers north of Amsterdam, from August 8th to 12th. So, Ad, what are we talking about today?
Well, as every week, we talk about the news. We talk about where to hack. We have the vacancy of the week. We have a listener question. Well, actually, a question for the listener. But we also have a very cool interview. But first, the news.
Yes, first the news. We think and assume that the CFP has been overwhelming. No, just all kidding aside, we are recording this on Saturday even. So the CFP isn't closed yet. It's even stronger than that. We are actually currently also working on our CFP.
On our CFP. Yes, because we wait until the last day.
Of course we did.
That's not an issue.
That's how you should do it. But what I heard from Team Content last week, at least the Thursday before the CFP closed, that the CFP came in an hour. And from what I know from organizing events prior to this one, is that the last day or the last couple of days it really peaks. So I think we will have enough content available to plan an awesome event with great content. And yeah, I think we will have had a lot of nice things coming in. I also know that they are having an explanation session for new blind reviewers, because a lot of new reviewers showed up, so that's a good thing.
Cool.
Shout out to Tony, a lovely new guy who I just met when I was in the content meet last week. That was fun. Cybersecurity student from Amsterdam who was like, yeah, you want to join in and help. So cool. Always nice to see new talent coming in.
Yep.
Also, that session has been recorded. So if you are still interested in helping out in the review process of the CFPs, you can reach out to Team Content and ask them, can you please send me the recording or a link to the recording, so I know how I can help you out in doing reviews for you.
Yes. All the information is on the wiki in the Team Content section.
Absolutely.
Contact information is over there. Yes, because it is getting closer. It is getting closer. If I did my calculations correctly, it's only 69 days from the time this video goes out. So
69.
Yes.
Oh,
nice number.
That was so childish. But yes, that's fine.
That's us. Yep.
And if you don't come by car but come by public transport by any means, there is a lovely blog post that I want to mention, specifically made by Team Info. They rock, about the shuttle service, including when you can make use of it and which time it will be running to and from the nearest train station. So please check that out. Also, if you want to have a lovely angel shift in which you meet a lot of new people, you could consider becoming a shuttle driver to help friendly hackers from and to the train station. And I think that's an awesome shift. So do check that out. And if you have any questions, reach out to Team Shuttle. Tickets. Absolutely. Let's talk about tickets. We don't know for sure, but most probably will be down to less than 300 tickets right now. So, coming month will be the last month that the tickets are available at the current price. After that, from the 1st of July, the ticket price goes up. We have a very special ticket that is called the Procrastinator. That is especially for the people who really waited to the absolute last time to get a ticket. But if you want to make sure that you can come and have a ticket, please do so soon, because they're almost gone.
They are flying out the door.
Yes, they are.
Yes.
I think that was that for now. Oh, one more final mention. Coming Wednesday, before I forget, coming Wednesday will be another online Orga Meet at 8 o'clock. You can find all the information on the wiki. Just click on the left side of your screen on the button that says meetings, and you will be able to join the online orga meets if you want to stay up to date with all the things that are going on within all the teams.
Yes, definitely.
Now I'm done.
I'll be there.
I'll be there as well.
So with that, I think we are through all the news. If you have news to add, reach out. Put something in the comments, send us an email. And someone who has something nice to tell is Jos.
Yes.
I think we know Jos. Jos was in an earlier episode.
We have more Josses in our organization. So we have Jos team sponsor Jos, and we have Jos team content Jos.
Yes, for clarification, which one is this?
This is Jos team content Jos.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he did an interview at I did an interview with him at Wiki about team content.
Yeah.
So if you scroll back
October, November. Yeah.
many episodes, he's there. He's wearing a great outfit because Wicom is at Halloween.
I will put the Giphy in here. The waving
cool.
Jos Giphy. Yeah.
Yes.
I already downloaded it for this episode.
Excellent. And Jos has set up, together with Mitch, I believe.
Yep, Mitch
a refugee village for US citizens.
Yes, and they do need help. So please listen closely to this interview. Humor is sometimes a great way to handle hard situations in the world. And Mitch and Jos hooked up on the 5th of April and came up with this lovely idea. And let's listen to Jos explaining all about our US refugee camp. So here with us is Jos. Mitch is somewhere on the road, but probably we'll talk to him later because I know so much more will be coming available. More information will be available in a coming couple of weeks. But for now, Jos, I really, you are a part of Team Info, of course, but maybe you can introduce yourself a little bit on who you are and the involvement with Why.
Hi, I'm Jos. I'm in Team Content actually, and I've been in Team Content for 3 or 4 times now. So I have some experience not managing because I'm not a manager, but being involved in camps and conferences like this. Yeah. Well, now that Mitch is not here, you get 2 interviews for the price of 1, right?
Woohoo!
More intel. It's yeah, I'm here to talk about the U.S. refugee camp, which looks to become a part of the WHY camp.
Love it, because the first time that this idea popped up, or at least that I'm aware of, was at Field Day at the 5th of April. The
idea originated at the Field Day, but before the Field Day, this did not exist, not even in minds and whatever. It was just like, oi, this was. Now, I mean,
can you please explain a little bit on what happened? What came to?
Okay, what happened? Well, stuff happened in America that I'm not going to get into because it's
yeah.
And we as a world need to react on people in White Houses all across the world.
Yes.
It's becoming a very hostile environment for certain kind of people, and that certain kind is basically growing. So, yeah. And there were a lot of well-known people and also not lesser-known people in our community, which basically started to flee America.
Yeah.
Or leave America for a conference and being unable to return, or being scared to return, stuff like that. A couple of days, I think a week before the Field Day, France lowered their entry rules for expats. So they basically opened their doors for anyone who doesn't want to be in America. Get your ass over here. And my idea was, oh, damn, we're too late. France beat us to it, and we should do something like that on Why, because a lot of international people will be coming, and maybe some don't want to leave anymore, and just for a pure BV Nederland perspective. those people can be useful, and not just for good to get people in, but also good for us, not just for them.
Yeah.
So I was talking to Mitch because, well, you talk to everyone on a field day, and I told him this. Well, we were just chatting about state of the world, so very bleak and dark talk.
Yeah.
And he opened his phone and showed me a signal group that he's been part of for quite some time. That was created to help trans people move away from mainly America. So if a trans person wants to move to, let's say, France, there's some French people in that group that can help you with stuff like how can I get medication and housing and stuff like that. So I was like, that's great. But at the moment, it's not just trans people. And because of the American situation, that group got populated by non-trans people as well, because a lot of people wanted to have the same intel, bulk of the same intel. So I thought, let's do this. And then the idea of a refugee camp popped up, because, well...
Flee the States, yeah.
Yeah, let's enable this American brain drain, help them a bit, and get awesome people over here.
Yeah,
and of course, soften the blow at this end to enable stuff. So my idea was to get housing and education and God knows what. I have no idea if we can pull that off. I have no idea how big it can be, because I mean it's. The idea popped out in my mind, but I'm more an idea man than an actually doing stuff. So Mitch kind of on the spot either volunteered or was recruited as a volunteer. I'm still not sure about that. But he was like, yeah, I can do that. So we started looking around for people that might be interested, and we got some very good feedback. So It is going to happen by the looks of it. I have no idea how big it's going to be. And I don't either, and also don't know what's going to happen there. So will there be a stage, talks, workshops? I don't know. It could also be just sitting at night in a circle with the beer or
giving mental support to each other.
Giving mental support and sharing ideas and sharing stories. Even if it's just that, I still think that could be very useful. And it's because to get housing for people coming in, I mean, for Dutch natives, it's hard to get housing. So I'm pretty sure it will be hard as well for externals. But let's share ideas and help people. And of course, if you have a company and you have vacancies and you have no idea how to fill that particular gap.
Find the people, the capable people to work at your place. Yeah,
we might have a way to fill that void with very interesting and very willing people. So that's the idea. To beat France in their game.
Which is always a great plan. Oh, I'm sorry for my French listeners. I don't know if you have those.
And American listeners.
And American listeners.
We love you guys. Just get your ass over to Europe.
Yes, just come here. All creatures welcome here. Yeah, I'm really happy to hear that you two came up with at least this idea. So and all the jokes aside, I think it's really necessary because it sounds funny, right? US refugee camp.
But then again, humor. The best humor hurts a bit. It's it's close to reality and it sucks, and that's why we can laugh about it. Yep. And just like I said, that group that Mitch was part of, that was tailored for trans people, but now because of the current situation, a lot of non-trans people are using the same group to get help as well. Yeah. The same goes for the US refugee camp. If you're from another part of the world that you either think is shitty or you just want to go to the Netherlands, you are welcome as well in the US refugee camp. But if we only call it a refugee camp, it doesn't have the same ring to it. So it's called the US refugee camp. You don't need to be a refugee to be part of it. You don't need to be American, but it will be a camp. Yeah.
So from what I hear from it, there's some knowledge needed and some people for execution needed.
Yes.
Maybe because from from what I've seen, there's not a page on the wiki yet, so maybe someone could help with that as well.
Yep.
To get the word out. Of course, you're doing this interview. That's also a way to get the word out. What is the best way? Should people reach out to you, Jos, or to Mitch, or to both of you? What's the
That would be
easiest way to get
Mitch.
involved? Mitch.
Because
Okay.
yeah.
Because he's not here. Just kidding.
Yes. Yeah. He volunteered, or God volunteered to be a volunteer. So
This is how it works.
that's how it works. Show up to meetings, otherwise you get work.
If you can't
Love
reach
you,
him,
Mitch.
just reach out to me. That's also fine. Because I really support this idea. I think it's a great plan. And you also mentioned prior to this interview that you've had some questions already about who can join. Can you shed a little light on that?
Yeah, well, I mean, there is at the moment not much else than this idea.
Okay.
So yeah, who can join? It's gonna be a village. So and as you can join basically any village, just show up, throw a tent there, or not, and just walk there and do your stuff there. We're definitely looking for people who want to move over, but we also most definitely are looking for people who've already done it. So so to make that idea sharing thing happening, and that's so yeah, it's a sharing thing. It's also a mental
So
support
people
thingy.
who can give legal advice, people who are working for a company that needs new people and is allowed or willing and able to have expats in their company, or other initiatives that can help people out. Anyone with knowledge can share it, and anyone.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that there are fields and expertise that we haven't even thought about. But if you having a special bit of knowledge, and you go like, oh, that would be useful for that group, it's probably something we haven't even thought of, and that's so yeah. Make it happen.
Make it happen. Yeah.
Yeah,
If you're interested in the subject,
it's a tiny camp within the big camp, and also for the big camp, it's like a lot of things we don't manage. It's just I mean, basically you're the head honcho of all this. We create an
Not
infrastructure.
alone, by the way, but yeah.
No, but you are the head honcho. But we basically create the infrastructure for awesome things to happen. And you enable it a bit, but the awesomeness must spawn basically by itself. Yeah. And that's so the camp, my camp does the same. Well, our camp, the refugee camp, basically does the same. Where it's an idea, there's a place, this could happen here, and then and so we're enabling it, and then it should happen kind of on its own.
And let's say if even 2 people show up and help other people just come to the Netherlands in this case, that would be already a great win, right?
That's
of course, we would love to help more people, but let's see where this goes. And
but it's also a community building thingy. So if it starts off small and it keeps on continuing, then maybe in a couple of months after why
more things will happen afterwards.
Contacts that are made during the camp will be useful for God knows who. So I think it's a good thing. So it's not a place to only bitch about Americans in White House doing stupid stuff. I'm pretty sure that will happen.
I think we need a dartboard there or something else to vomit on, or I don't know.
Yes, something. But so that's not the point.
Or a punch bag or something. Yeah.
The point is to look at this as now what? And if you do need to actually flee, that is a dark thing. But let's at least enable that.
Yeah. What now? Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's provide some hope. I think that's what we
and options.
What your hope and options? Yeah. Just to keep it a little bit lighthearted at least.
It will be tongue in cheek all the way. Yeah.
So, Jos, are there any other things that you want to add, ask, tell?
Yeah, like you already said, it's open for all creatures, and how big it is, I don't know. So keep in touch, keep checking the wiki. At some point, there will be a page. There will something happening. By the looks of it, another interview will happen with Mitch. Hopefully, by that time, we have more info, and our pipe dreams have metallized in something more concrete, and
Cool.
that we can share. So yeah, it's an empty vessel where ideas can fit. So let's if listeners have an idea like, oh, but this will work also, and this would be awesome, bring it on. That's yeah.
Please do. Awesome, Jos. Thank you so much for coming up with this idea together with Mitch and being on the show to tell about it. And hopefully, we have touched enough people to make this a raving success because it deserves it. I think it's very important. I think it's also an important part of hacker culture that we try to look out for people who are less fortunate and trying to help them create more cool stuff in the world.
Yes.
So thanks for that. Awesome.
You're welcome. Have a good one. Hoi.
Well, I think the time we mentioned this idea last time in the Orga meet, we got applause from people because I'm very happy and very looking forward to this particular part of camp. I'm really curious to see how this will work out. Yeah. So
it's new. It's never been done, as far as I know. So
I like new things, like a WHYcast or something.
Yes.
Or all refugees welcome here, all creatures welcome here. That's perfect.
Even recruiters are welcome there. So
even recruiters are welcome.
Oh, that sounds bad. That sounds bad.
We will restrict that to just that area. Don't worry. You can always send them there. Like, go recruit over there.
Also, if you're looking for a job, go find the recruiters.
Find a job there.
Yeah, sure.
But
and
also,
if you want to hack,
yes, where can we hack?
You can look somewhere else. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see.
Each week, we will share where you can find why-minded people, where to hack.
Well, this weekend, of course, we can hack at Tito's, the Dutch open source event.
I will be on Saturday.
Technical Dutch open source event.
I will be there on Saturday.
And I'll be there on Sunday.
Perfect.
Yes. But if it's a bit too close to go hop in a car or on a train now, because you're only listening to this on Saturday or Sunday, on June 5, 5 through 7. Yeah. 3-day event. Fedi Forum.
Yeah, I think it's nicely intertwined. I think with the whole geopolitical situation. What are we going to do with the Fediverse and things like that? It's an online event about all the things open and Fediverse.
Open protocols.
Moving open social web forward. It's an unconference. They do have some interesting speakers, I think, like Cory Doctorow and Christine Lemmer-Weber. So it's a couple of days with nice discussions, talks, things that I think our why-minded community is interested in. So check out the link in the show notes. It's called fediforum.org. And it might be a nice thing to warm up for why as well, for the discussions that we want to have over there.
And what I see is that they have a collaborative agenda making and unconferenced sessions. So it's just, let's talk about cool stuff. Yeah. Basically. And that is cool. So I'm kind of looking forward to this.
Yeah, it looks cool, right? That's why I thought we should mention it. This looks cool.
Yeah.
And I really, really love unconferences, park camp style kind of events. So Yes. Great
Yes.
thing. And you can join online. So that's also, I know in-person meets are fine and are lovely and useful. But sometimes it's nice to enjoy something like that from the comfort of your own place. Okay, cool.
It's only online, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's only online. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not quite sure. We are trying on the socials. We are trying in the WHYcast. We are reaching out to people, but we still have a very urgent vacancy of the week, month, year.
Century? No.
Century, hopefully not.
No.
And I'm really baffled because I made this little cute picture with a jigsaw puzzle piece in the form of an parking sign, or the other way around, a parking sign in the form of a jigsaw puzzle piece.
Yeah.
Because we are a community of people who like to solve things and solve puzzles, right? That's what we love to do. So I'm really struck by the fact that it's so hard to find someone for this parking puzzle.
For this team
fun.
parking organizer.
It's fun. Yeah. And that's also
if we didn't have our own stuff already, I would,
yes.
but yeah.
Yeah, things and time and a lot of other things. Yeah, and a WHYcast and permits. I would rather do parking than almost any of the other. That's not true. That's not true. No, but I really want to make a plea for this vacancy yet again, because I think I also know that it's putting pressure now on other teams, because Team Villages is helping out now with team parking, but Team Villages also have their hands full with all the village stuff and arranging that, right? So
that is ramping up now. So yeah,
we are now closing holes with holes, or how do you say it? And now the same the pressure is on the same amount of people, or on the same people, and we really need someone to help us out in that department. So please do reach out to Team Parking to help making cool car puzzles. That's fun.
Yeah. Get everybody to fit on the terrain. Yeah. And you do, if you sign up for this, you do get help from Konmai.
Yes, and Dave as well.
And Dave.
And Dave's also a Dutchie, so we already have that whole Dutchie thing out of the way. Because Dave can help with that. So anyone who wants to help with this, please reach out to either Konmai, Netsmurf, or Dave to help with the parking.
Yep.
Now
Let's
you
park
came
this.
up. Let's park this.
Yes.
You came up with a crazy cool idea. So
instead of answering a listener question, I have a question for the listeners.
We're going to turn it around.
Yes. We always start with welcome to the WHYcast. And I think it would be cool to have a whole library of people saying in their own language, welcome to the WHYcast. And then we can just sprinkle them in every episode. Just a couple.
Do we want a whole piece? Like
if you want to.
Podcast about hackercast. Okay.
Yeah. If you want to, go ahead. Sure. The only hackercamp about a podcast in the world. Or the other way around.
The only Me? Error.
That took you a second.
Yeah, it did. It did. So
that would be cool.
Let you send in stuff to us and not being questions, but answers to the question. Tell it in your own language. Cool. Yeah. Great idea, Odd. I love it.
Yeah. I'd love to have them with video, but if you don't like that, audio is fine as well. Yep. You just have to look at our faces while someone else is talking. Sure.
Yep.
And while you're at it, I mean, if you have a cool story from a previous camp, if you have something you are looking forward to, if you are coming with a village and you want to, in, I don't know, a few lines, tell
something about that.
What your village is going to bring, go ahead.
Cool.
So please send it in. Send us an email at WHYcast@WHY2025.org.
Yep.
And that is also the place to send any other questions and remarks or put them down below in the doobly-doo, of course. While you're looking at the bottom of your screen, there's a like button there and there's a subscribe button there, and algorithms like those, so please click them. A little bell icon if you're on YouTube. Some podcast platforms have the ability to rank and rate episodes. Ooh. So a 5-star rating is probably a good thing.
Please be kind to us.
Yeah. We do our best every week to bring you this, and if we can use that in our advantage to
reach
please
other
the algorithm.
hackers.
To reach more people.
Other hackers who haven't heard of us before or have heard of the camp.
Exactly.
And with that, we're at the end, and we want to thank you for sticking with us until the end, and we hope to see you next Friday.
WHYday.